Up again. All right, this is Rock and Roll Bingo. This is live stream 1 we got going. This is Jeremy Neither. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all.
Hello everybody, welcome to week 5 of Rock and Roll Bingo. I'd like to thank you all so very much for continuing to keep the dream alive. Tonight we're going to be doing what we do every week, Rock and Roll Bingo. To start us off, I've got my good friend Jeremy Neither. He's going to come up here and he's going to jam on a song. And then we'll get into round 1. So Jeremy, take it away.
Thank you. Dark to my eyes, I've seen the years and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could, see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise? Keep them open for so long. 'Cause I have wandered through this world as each moment has unfurled. I've been waiting to awaken from these dreams. People told us where they will. I never noticed them until I got this feeling that it's later than it seems. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what you see. I hear the cries, say if it's too late for me. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise to leave them open for so long? Doctor, my eyes, tell me what you see. I hear them cry, just if it's too late for me. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what you see. I hear them cry, just if it's too late for me.
Yeah, everybody.
Jackson Brown.
It's Jeremy Neither. He's going to be with us all night. He's our featured artist at Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. Thank you again for coming out. and joining us. And happy birthday to the gentleman I just met in the bathroom. That sounds dirtier than it is, but this is Rock and Roll Bingo, so everything is available and there's no rules except have fun. So I've walked around everybody's table and I've given everybody a piece of paper with a list of songs on it, and I'm going to play those songs for a minute and a half. And if you circle those songs, if you get a bingo anyway, up, down, left, right, it doesn't matter how you get it, as long as you get it and you yell bingo and it's a valid bingo, then not only are you going to win some Bradley store bucks you can spend, but you're going to win a nice prize. So the first round, thank you very much, first round we're going to be doing is top 70s, so let's get this whole shebang started with a song from an artist known for being an incredible songwriter. This artist wrote a song called Woodstock that was made famous by the band Crosby, Stills and Nash. Her version is a much deeper, darker version of Woodstock. She actually was on the Dick Cavett show. She was on that at the same time Woodstock was going on, so she actually wasn't able to play Woodstock even though she'd like to. So she wrote this song in her that song in her hotel room. This, of course, is another song that she wrote, a big hit. All these songs are going to be from the top 70s. That's our first genre for the evening.
And you charge the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've
It would be a small little Uber nowadays if you were to update this song. Small little Uber, I think. First Uber I was ever in was actually really nice. A gentleman had water, and he gave me a candy bar, and then he took me to a strange location I didn't know. I was a little worried, but it worked out. I'm here now. Week 5, Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo with my guest Jeremy Neither.
At least he was polite.
What's that?
At least he was polite.
That's true. He was very nice. He was, yeah. I was satisfied for sure. Moving on to the next song. This artist was a police officer in New Jersey and New York for a long time before he had success as a musician, and now he's selling out New Jersey yearly. He's actually, I believe, sold out New Jersey more than anyone, which makes sense. Welcome to Rock and Roll Bingo, like the orange hat. Got some really good deals going on tonight. We've got Absolute, Bacardi, and Stolies for $4, and El Jimador, which is spelled El Jimador, for also $4. It's a $4 breakdown. It's really awesome stuff. All right. Jeremy Neither knows this one. He's going to be knowing these ones all night, or at least until 10 o'clock. Eastern time, not Pacific. But we're all on Eastern time. Unless your iWatch isn't working properly, in which case you can reconfigure that. That wasn't an orange hat, that was a red hat. That was a Georgia hat. It's a nice hat. Happy I didn't call out an Auburn hat. Or not, that would have been bad. This artist has an incredible album, 52nd Street. Another album with The Entertainer. It's an entertaining song. He had many wonderful albums over an illustrious career. If I'm not mistaken, he was the first artist to go to Russia and have a big show there in 1980s, 87 I believe. Moving on to the next song, all top 70s. Can't have a top 70s list without this song right here. The song made famous in the film Wayne's World. Philadelphia Phillies doing something we're not all liking right now. We all love this song. We're not doing it this song. Oh, it looks like Atlanta scored. All right. Atlanta's scoring like everybody's going to be scoring all night long here. Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo Week 5. How about them Braves? All right. They recently made a film about this band that won Oscars. We got some really awesome prizes we're going to be handing out from Book Nook. We got Renew Day Spa is a new sponsor. We're going to be handing out some awesome gift cards from there. Duck Donuts, a place close by. If you like donuts and you like ducks, then that's the place to go. Good combination. No ducking around. See what I did there? All right, keeping it a little dirty. Big Peach always sponsoring us. They probably wish they wouldn't have followed up that big ducking around, but they did. And Sports Clips. If you need a haircut and you're a man, then that's the place you can go. So there you go. Keep this song going for a little bit longer. This song has probably caused more neck injuries than most songs, but that could also be from the film Wayne's World. I hear they're going to be having a big class action lawsuit if you want to be a part of that. Turn it up. All right. Yeah, we can always turn it up at Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. See what I did there? All right. All right, moving on to the next one. The song we all know very well. It has made people feel cooler than they are for years and years. This particular guitar would go well with the suit that this man wore in this film of not the same name, but they did make a sequel, I believe, of the same name, but it's far inferior. But John Travolta, I hear, is going to be doing a remake of this film. That's actually not true, but I would actually pay to see that. That would be pretty good. If Rambo can do it, then why not JT, baby, right? Turn it down. Now we're going to turn it down. I'm getting thumbs down like this is the movie Gladiator, all right? But nobody's going to lose their heads unless you're going to lose your heads over these Absolute, Bacardi, Stoli, and El Jimador deals we got going on all night long at Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. I almost said Emporium at the end of that, but that would be silly. My parents used to dance to this song in the 70s in Virginia Beach. That's where I grew up. My dad lost a lot of change on those dance floors, I'm sure. He's listening in. I'd like to wish my mother a happy birthday. That's tomorrow. I'm going to be hanging out. She's turning a beautiful 21. The math is pretty incredible. Moving on to the next song here. This, of course, made popular in the WWF pay-per-view SummerSlam 1998, where Mankind took on Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I believe one other individual in a three-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's a good matchup. I think Triple H, maybe. That was the beginning of his, when he was starting to become famous. It was also in a lot of other movies, but it's a really good pay-per-view for any wrestling fans out there. Jeremy Neither with our first selfie here at Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. I think I was in that, maybe in my butt, I don't know, I'll take it. Jeremy Neither got my butt in there, so it's the first selfie with 27 thumbs down. Didn't know that was a possibility. Keep learning things all night long here at Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. That's right. It's so good. Once we got some cool sound effects here. Hopefully you guys are all feeling how this electronic device feels. We're all as happy as electronic device. Then Terminator won't happen, right? All right, moving on to the next one. A surprising big hit from this first artist, or this first artist, one of his big hits, I should say. He went on to write numerous songs and had an illustrious career. This artist, probably a Minnesota Vikings fan, if he was a sports fan. Maybe a Minnesota Twins fan, somewhere up north, if that gives you a hint. This artist's favorite color, purple. This artist's favorite symbol, something he changed it to in 1993. This artist, also known as The Artist, for a brief time period. He's actually one of the first Saturday Night Live musical guests, this artist. You got a kiss sound effect, if that helps. It was a arrow going through like a Cupid thing, but it didn't really sound like it. So I'll give that a... Yeah, there we go. You get more sound effects. We're getting new things every week. Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. Tell your friends. Come on out. We're going to be doing this every week, Tuesday, 8 to 10. Putting smiles on faces. All right, we're about to move on to our next song here. This artist, a series of restaurants in Florida and also in Georgia, throughout the Southeast. Welcome back to Rock and Roll Bingo. Thank you for coming out and joining us. I'll come get you a card. That's right. A lot of special deals going on. $4 Absolute, Bacardi, Stoli, and El Jimador. Or you can ask for an El Jimador. They'll know what that means up front. This artist still live streams. Really relevant artist. Pretty impressive. All right, moving on to our next one. Song, a punk band from the 70s. There's a film made about them in the early 90s, I believe. This is from the album Nevermind the Bullocks. That helps you out a little bit. This band named after two things people enjoy. Man probably wore a lot of combat boots, I would think. We have not had our first bingo of the night yet, so everybody's still alive in the running for this. Incredible prizes we're going to be handing out from Book Nook, Renew Day Spa, Duck Donuts, Big Peach, and Sports Clips. There'll be a few more seconds to this song. All right, next song. Song people have been making out to for a real long time now. Since the 70s, to be exact. This artist known for wearing cool hats. Had an incredible album called What's Going On. It's definitely worth checking out. One of the quintessential albums of the 70s. I'd like to thank y'all for coming out to Bradley's. Spending your Tuesday with us. All you beautiful people, everybody looks so nice. That's cool. Thank y'all for coming out, shining with us. Got some very cool prizes we're going to be handing out tonight, so everybody should get excited. Jeremy need to be jamming till 10 on that beautiful white guitar. It's a nice guitar. This song has been in numerous songs. Everybody's cool to see people work together, solve the puzzle together. We all work together. All right, gonna move on to our next one. This is from an album called Suicide. This is definitely the band that you want to take home to your mother, for sure. I'm sure that would not be an awkward Thanksgiving at all. No, I don't think so. Learning about new ways to have gravy and punk music, chords you never thought of. This song also named after a not very popular Marvel character that Nikolas Cage played in a film, if that helped you out. Nikolas Cage was to play Superman in 1998 in a Tim Burton film. And you can actually find footage of him dressed in a Superman outfit, but it never took off the ground. They wanted to make Superman a little darker than normal. Tim Burton, of course, known for making Batman a little darker than normal. Jeremy neither doesn't know this one. Do you know this one? If you do, circle it on your piece of paper. We haven't had a bingo yet, so anybody's available. We're going to give you a few more seconds of this, and only a few more seconds. Yeah. Jeremy neither figured out the title. From what I said, that's such a nice compliment. I'm honored to figure anything out for anybody. All right. Moving on to our next one. This band. We got a bingo! Let's take a look what kind of bingo we got here. Our first genre, top 70s bingo. What's your name, my friend?
Doug.
John?
Doug.
Doug. Wow, that was way off. All right, let's take a look here, Doug, and let's see what we got. You got it. Bohemian, Highway to Hell, Ghost Rider. All right. The terrible Nicolas Cage film, Ghost Rider, who I think they made a sequel. Got you to win, Doug, so let's get you some prizes. You're going to take that up front. They're going to give you some bucks. I'm going to give you some prizes. Here is half of a cookie jar. There's another half we're going to be giving out for the end of the night. You get some more stuff here. You get a free haircut from Sports Clips. You can put that in your half a cookie jar. You get some duck donuts. You get a free donut there. You get 20% off of Book Nook. And I'm going to give you one more here. Hold on. This is Renew Day Spa. This is up the street. This is $5 off any of their procedures they do. There's a little pamphlet here of all sorts of stuff. And yeah, so go take your bingo card up to the front and they'll give you some store bucks. And like I said, we have another half of a cookie jar at least that we're going to be handing out. So people should mingle and piece those two together. We're going to let Jeremy Neither jam on a few songs now. And we'll get to round two here in a few minutes.
Check, check. Happy to be out here playing for you guys tonight. My name's Jeremy. Thanks to Jason for having me, Bradley for having me. I feel like I'm gonna have to play this next song before Jason plays it, because the way we're going, there's no way he's not gonna play it before I do, so here we go. Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I've got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna owe me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Just find a place to make your stand. Gonna try to understand. Take it easy. fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down and taking a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, though we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in, and take it easy. Trouble on my mind, looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. Ooh, 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 we gotta take it easy. 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 Thank you. Like I said, that one may be in the bingo coming up later on. Don't know. But I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way just in case. My name is Jeremy. If you like what you hear, I do have a little bucket over here for donations. You can kind of put whatever you want in it. We'll find out. This next one is a little funky. It's an original. It's called Man in the Moon. I wrote it about needing space. There's a lot of space between here and the moon, I feel like. So is Man in the Moon. And are you at any store? Look who I am, between a cat and a hat and green eggs and ham. Distant lately you can see my face, and it's harder to reach me here in outer space. Yeah, what's your sign? Doesn't matter to me. If the stars align, we'll know eventually. But you gotta take the risk if you wanna know. Like a nighttime Icarus flying too close. I'm the man in the moon. Yeah, the moon. I'm always changing my phase, always making waves. I'm the man in the moon. Said I'm different now than before last. Try to figure out how using arm and act. And if you're like me, that's when I'm aggressive. Well, my best guess is live in the present. Shoot for the stars, you might hit me. I'm closer than Mars and I watch you sleep. I make the dogs bark and all the bitches howl. Last night I said the werewolves up on the prowl. I'm the man in the moon, in the moon. I'm always changing my phase, always making waves. Sometimes eclipse but never replaced. I'm a man in the moon, yeah, yeah. Well, you say you saw me slip. I got a place that I go when I hide. That's why I call it eclipse. I'm not afraid of the dark, but I got a dark side. phase, always making waves. Sometimes eclipsed but never replaced. I'm a man in the moon. I'm a man, said I'm a man in the moon. I'm a man, said I'm a man in the
All right, it's Mr. Jeremy Neither, everybody. All right.
Wrote that one all by myself.
All right. We do originals, we do covers, we do everything here at Rock and Roll Bingo. And now we're going to start round two. This is TV show themes. So I've passed out the pieces of paper. And we're going to start one off with a TV show that's been running since 1989. This show was originally on the Tracy Ullman Show, an animated featurette. It was a part of their programming, and it went on to have its own television show on Fox. And it's, I believe, the longest running animated series of all time now, from 1989. This show about a dysfunctional family from Middletown, USA. Dysfunctional or functional, I guess, depending on how you look at it. So, always made me laugh. That is the, not the youngest daughter, but the second youngest daughter, who is a saxophonist. She would do well here at Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. Made a series of video games for this TV show. Not all of the seasons came out on DVD, so you can't see all of them, but you can see a lot of them. But this show, you just figure it out. It's a tough one, I know. It's never watched that, really. Really. All right, moving on to the next one. The original Scary Family for everyone.
I know this one.
A lot of people know this one. They made a couple films of this television series in the 90s, starring Raul Julia. If you remember that, I believe Angelica Houston was also in that. About a creepy family, but really they were just a bunch of normal creatures that had regular problems like everybody else. Just
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a perfectly normal family.
It's just normal. Very catchy theme songs here. A lot of weird sound effects in this song. Give you a few more seconds of this as the music gets intense. Make sure you get your circle in. All right, moving on to the next one.
If they don't know by now, they're not going to get it.
Yeah, why not know that? All right, this song, a song popularized from a 80s television show that never came out on DVD because they could never get the music rights because there was so much good music on this television show. You can find this program on Hulu if that's something that you have. But they have changed the theme song. This show's older brother Wayne went on to produce several TV series with professional wrestler Eric Bischoff, surprisingly enough. He does a lot of producing now. The lead character's best friend from this TV series, legend has it that he grew up to become Marilyn Manson. That is something that has been said. That is not accurate, and you shouldn't repeat that to people, because it's not true. He didn't really grow up to do much anything, I don't think. Probably eats 3 square meals a day, I would think. He's got pretty good residual money from this television program that we're talking about, TV show category. Very popular show that taught us a lot about life and lessons and how to be romantic. You know, taught us a lot of humble things. I learned a lot of growing up from this show. It's a very good one. I learned a lot from this next show we're going to play growing up too, but none of them were wholesome. That's for sure. Popular show from the 80s. Starred a young James Carey. That's what he's billed as in the credits. James Carey. Surprisingly. Other surprises are the $4 Absolute, Bacardi, and Stoli, and El Jimador. Amazing deals you can get. Bradley's Bar and Grill tonight. This show was on Fox, a follow-up to The Simpsons in the late 80s and early 90s. Many of the Wayans brothers got their start from this program. Moving on to the next one. It's a popular show from, I believe, NBC in the 2000s. If you can remember, man, maybe you had to watch this show. You weren't probably wanting to, but you still did because your significant other wanted to. Very friendly theme song, considering what the show is about. FX Costello created this song. This next song, a popular TV series from the late 80s on HBO, if you remember. Very ominous theme song. Had a very cool beginning to the series where the camera would zoom through all sorts of graveyards and whatnot. If that gives you a hint. A lot of scary songs in the TV show category tonight. This show, every episode was its own episode with its own story. It's not The Hitchhiker, I'll give you that one, if you remember that. And it's not Necessary Roughness, those were other popular 80s HBO programming. It's not Encyclopedia, that was also a good show. Very ominous. Maybe you see the bats coming out of the belfry right now. This host is known for being very skinny. All right, moving on to the next one. Popular 70s show with Danny DeVito and a young Tony Danza. One of the prettiest theme songs in television history, I would say. Christopher Lloyd, also a character on this TV series. A lot of big name actors got their start on this television program. A very good episode where they're trying to teach Christopher Lloyd's character how to get his license. It's worth checking out. There's some really good scenes in that. I believe in the clip they're telling him to slow down, and that's the answer to the question, but he's telling them to slow down and giving them the answer to the question. Christopher Lloyd does it a little better than me, I would say. A little funky theme song. Everybody get down to this. We're going to be doing Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. So make sure you tell your friends. Thank y'all for coming out. The show was on for a very long time. Good decade, I believe. Character named Labka on this program. He was also known for wrestling. Guy named Andy Kaufman. Moving on to the next song here. Another HBO program. This one from the 90s. Popular program. This is my mother's favorite television show, so I'll give her a shout out. Her birthday's tomorrow, so this is for you, Mom. Thank you very much. The show has a lot of Oscar-winning actors. One of the main actors of this show went on to be on another show on Showtime called Dexter, if that gives you a hint. Haven't had a bingo yet here and TV theme songs round, but we appreciate y'all for playing. There's a $4 Absolute, Bacardi, and Stoli, and El Jimador or El Jimador, depending on how you pronounce it. Available, $4. This show about a funeral home, if you're not familiar with it. Worth checking out. A lot of touchy subjects, but done in clever ways. This is from writer Alan Ball, who made a film called The Commitment, or at least wrote a film called Commitments, which is a great music film that's worth checking out, if you haven't seen that. All right, we're going to move on to the next song. This series was recently redone for, I believe, Netflix. I want to say a late 80s show about a single father and a guy named Jesse's Hair. I heard somebody yell something. Did I hear a bingo? Did I hear bingo? I did hear bingo. Okay, let's see what we got. What's your name?
Let's say Matt.
Matt? All right, Matt came up with the bingo. Yeah, he's got a Full House. He's got an Addams Family, Wonder Years, Simpsons, and we gave him the free space. So Matt is our winner, so let's give him some stuff. Yeah! All right, Matt, you're going to win Richard North Patterson Dark Lady on cassette tape.
Awesome.
So that's a pretty good one. You're also going to take this up there. You're going to get some bucks. I'm going to give you a few more prizes. Don't leave just yet. $10 off Big Peach Running Company.
Thank you.
And you're going to win a free haircut at Sports Clips. That's for men, so that is, you're not breaking any rules.
Thank you.
And Redune Spa, they do wonderful masseuses, all sorts of stuff.
Awesome.
Things I don't know how to pronounce, but there's $5 off of those things I don't know how to pronounce. All right, everybody, so we're going to have Jeremy Neither rock out for a few more songs, and I'll come around with the next category. Let's give Matt a round of applause.
This one's gonna start with a new one, and we're gonna be in an old one before you know it.
Baby, lay on back and relax. Kick your pretty feet up on my dash. Don't need to go nowhere fast. Let's enjoy right where we at. Who knows where this world's supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. As long as you're right there next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be. I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys that didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm tired of the fake love. Show me what you're made of, boy, make me believe. Whoa, hold up, girl, don't you know you're beautiful? And it's easy to see. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be, come on, ride with me, ride with me. See where this thing goes. Ride with me, ride with me. Baby, if it's meant to be. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. It's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. Won't you ride with me, see where this thing goes. It's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be, if it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whispered words of wisdom, let it be. Find myself in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Let it be. Whispered words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there would be an answer, let it be. Though it may be parting, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Oh, whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Oh, say, there will be an answer, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be.
Thank you very much. There's some BB Rex, Chainsmokers, and the Beatles all in one place. If you do like what you hear, There's this bucket over here you can drop money or other things in. My name is Jeremy. Thank you guys for listening and for coming out to Bradley's on a Tuesday night for some rock and roll bingo. Jason Bond's time. Got one more for you before we do the next round. Hope you guys all win lots of stuff. I'm telling you right now, the TV round killed me. I destroyed the music round, but the TV round, like, that one was rough, y'all. I'm hoping I do better on the next one.
Well, hear a train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on, but that train, it keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking El Jimador cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving. That's what tortures me. They freed me from that prison. If that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
Yeah, all right. Jeremy Needle.
I am wearing the correct color for that. I just want to point that out.
It is true. This is true. All right, we're going to get this thing going. Let's start up. This is going to be round 3. And this category is going to be going old school. So it's a little bit of everything going old school. Whatever your definition is of that is. This first song we're going to play, very popular band. This album, same title of the song. Thank y'all for coming out to Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. We're doing this every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. So make sure you tell your friends, come on out. We're playing this song for a minute and a half till we get to the next one. Artist from the 70s, had some really popular songs. You can't. Yeah, every one of his songs are like unbelievable. How you doing? Welcome to Rock and Roll Bingo. Come on up here and get a piece of paper and a pencil if you want to join us in playing. You'll be able to win some cool stuff. Looks like we're all looking for something. I could give a shout out to whatever we've lost if somebody's interested in doing that. We're looking for a Fitbit. So if anybody's seen a Fitbit, let us know. What color is the Fitbit? A black Fitbit. We're looking for a black Fitbit. Fitbit's like a thing goes in your arm, I believe. The steps for the Fitbit are not going to be right tonight because they've been kicked around here. All right, we're going to move on to the next song. A popular 90s band. So going old school, technically that does count. This would be played on classic rock nowadays. I heard Nirvana on a classic rock station not that long ago, and that was a little disappointing. That's okay. With age comes wisdom. Like the wisdom to be a part of Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. Hello, would you like to play Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo with us? It's free to play. Win some cool stuff and some not cool stuff, depending on what I got in the box here. We're also looking for a black Fitbit, if anybody has seen that. Does that go on your wrist, the Fitbit? That's like a watch? It's it goes on your, you can come up and announce it. It goes on your shoe. All right, it's a Fitbit that goes on your shoe. You got like an app? Can you make it ring or something like that?
I know a lot of people trying to get rid of something strapped around their ankle, but whatever.
Yeah, right? It's an accurate Fitbit if it's right next to your feet, to let you know what's going on. We're looking for an accurate Fitbit, if anybody can find that. Yeah, there we go. Musicians are allowed to rock out with whatever music is being played. Bingo, Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. Phillies are winning 5-4 right now, if anybody is caring about that game. Hopefully Atlanta pulls that out. Alright, we're going to move on to our next song. This also kind of in that category. This from the beautiful album Enema of the State from the late 90s, maybe mid-90s, I'm not sure. I heard someone yelling, that could be fun. Doesn't sound like it was the word bingo, so we're going to keep playing music and going. Still looking for a Fitbit, a ankle Fitbit, if anybody knows where that's at. A song very popular on MTV in the late 90s, if you guys remember that. So, this band, the opposite of having eyes open, I suppose you could say. Also the opposite of 821, which is not a TV show. It sounds like a TV show. Everybody check out the 821 this Thursday. I wouldn't watch that. Jeremy Neither with some beautiful string accomplishment. Neither one of those words are accurate for what I was trying to say. A lot of angst, a lot of teenager angst was lived through this song, this vehicle of teenage angst, which is actually a pretty good name for an album now that I think about it. I need to alright. Somebody's patenting tomorrow. Alright, moving on to the next song. This band started off as a Christian band and became more of a rockin' band. And this band's lead singer, one of the most hated lead singers in the history of music. People really dislike this guy. He is a little arrogant. That is true. But he played here recently to a sold-out show in Atlanta, so I guess the joke's on me. It's a band popular from the mid-90s. Actually, we're going to do a Tuesday 2 play, so if you like this band, and you like this album, Human Clay, then we're going to follow that up with 2 of them because it's on the list. So either you're really going to like this next 3 minutes or you're really not going to like this next 3 minutes. It's one or the other. So it's okay. Just pretend like it's loading on a PlayStation game. If we all remember that. We all know that reference, right? Love you, Dad. I know you do. From the album Human Clay, also known as this band's greatest hit. Give you a few more seconds of this before we move on. Like I said, we're keeping with the same band, same album, same band, same singer people are not fans of, but hopefully you guys will be fans of it for a minute and a half. We haven't had a bingo yet in this round, so all the prizes are available. All the love is available to give out. Will you be the one? Will you be the one holding the championship around your waist of rock and roll bingo? Currently taking donations for a World Heavyweight Championship belt at Rock and Roll Bingo that people can wear for 15 minutes at a time. And then we're going to take that home because that's too expensive to hand out. But what's not too expensive to hand out is the gifts that I have here from Book Nook and from Duck Donuts. Renew Day Spa has given me some fantastic $5 off coupons to hand out for y'all. I've been there before. I suggest checking that place out. It's great. They'll work out all your kinks for sure. Sports Clips also. We're going to have some men's haircuts that we're going to be handing out. So if your name is Charlene, might not be the best gift for you, but that's okay because I got other stuff to hand out. Big Peach Running Company is giving me some stuff to hand out too. If you need some new shoes, you need some new feet protection for the upcoming weather that's going to change hopefully soon, then definitely get some of those. And thank y'all again for Bradley's Bar and Grill coming on out, being a part of the team, rock and roll team. All right, we're gonna move on to our next artist. This is going old school. This is definitely going old school. This is from the album Tossin' and a Turnin'. And there's exclamation things on Tossin' and Turnin'. I don't know what that is. It's called something smarter than that, but we'll call it exclamation things. Because there ain't nobody's wrong at Rock and Roll Bingo. People have been TNTing to this song for a long time now. That, of course, not a part of the original track. That's just something I'm making up right now. Remix. Remix. I wish I was a DJ in a club and I could be doing 60-song remixes. That'd be pretty cool. I'm going to go over to Steak and Shake tomorrow and talk to them about maybe possibly doing that. That'd be cool. I'll get a cool little hat while I do that. I like them little hats. Remix. If I say remix enough, then I won't get in trouble from YouTube laws. Thank you for coming out to Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. I almost said broccoli. Nobody would want to go to Broccoli's Rock and Roll Bingo, I don't think. But you never know. All right, moving on to our next song. This artist, known for Band-Aids, surprisingly never had a Band-Aid sponsorship, but will wear Band-Aids on his face. This artist is a man. Here's a couple of hints. A man who likes Band-Aids. This is from the album Country Grammar. If you remember that from the late 90s. Might have been the early 2000s. If you Google that, you'll find out the exact date. I don't know all the particulars on that. But it was very popular when it came out. It's very popular right now at Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. Everybody still has times to get $4 Absolute, Bacardi, and Stoli shots. And if you tell them Jason said get an El Jimador, they'll know what that means. That's a $4 ship of happiness. So definitely check that out. That one's for you, Dad. Mr. Jim Bonstein. That's my father. He's the reason why I'm here, because I play his music out. And I've been graciously asked to host this awesome game with all you wonderful people. I'm going to give you a few more seconds of this song before we move on to the next. That sounds good. Sounds funky. Jeremy Neither bringing the funk. Proverbially, he smells very clean. He smells like, very clean human being. I would say Irish Spring, but no, because that's got a very strong kind of odor. Speaking of strong odors, moving on to the next song here. So fresh and so clean. That's also a good feeling to be. That, of course, from the Atlanta band Outkast. Not gonna make it on this one. The 90s, Nirvana was on classic rock. One of these 3 or 4 musicians, depending on the time period in which you were listening to their music, is now married to Jay-Z and was the star of Austin Powers' third movie, that escaped. Goldmember, I believe is the name of the movie. Yeah, that is the name of the movie. All right. It was one of the original DVDs that came out, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, starring Mike Myers, Michael Myers, somebody else in movies. It's a completely different series. This artist has gone on to play at Super Bowl halftime shows. One of the biggest artists of our time, arguably, I would say. But this was her original band. She started off as a teenager in this band. Hello, welcome to Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. Thank you for coming out. If you like music and a good time, you're welcome to take a card and a pencil. All right, moving on to our next song. Another band where an artist went on to have a much bigger solo career. This band from the 90s. It's from the album No Strings Attached. Possible this was a #1 song. It was played enough to be a #1 song for sure. One of the main artists of this, Jeremy Neither, The Beautiful Dance. That is the dance. Practiced in living rooms across the nation. Oh man, you got it down. This is, of course, from the boy band Craze. You got all the moves. Wow, I don't know. I would do the Macarena right now if I was going to do a dance. And I would not go with this whatsoever. Lead singer of this band, I guess lead singer you could say, went on to be JT. Gone on to be wearing suits, doing all sorts of popular music we've all been dancing to for some time now. Lead singer of this band from Tennessee. I grew up in Tennessee, so shout out Chattanooga. Nice. Jeremy Neither with the awesome guitar solo. Now we're going to move on to our next artist. This artist briefly married to Jennifer Lopez, if that helps you out. Although a few people were briefly married to Jennifer Lopez, so kind of leaves it open. This artist also has a wonderful line of clothing that you can get at Kohl's. Men's clothing that you can buy at Kohl's, polo shirts. I've got a few. They're more of a slim fit. Do like a European cut, kind of. I'm a small guy, so I gotta have a European style cut to look flattering. So I'd like to thank him for that. Making me feel more confident than I am. Thank you, this artist. This album, also the name of this artist. Popular Spanish artist. Had a lot of big hits here in the United States in the late 90s, I believe. Popular enough to have a brand of clothing anyway, for a time. Moving on to our next song, although that was very beautiful. You want to do another solo? Yeah, stick with it. Everybody looks good when you jam into this song. That's for sure. All right, moving on to our next. Another boy band from the late 90s. This is from the album Millennium. So actually probably from 2000, maybe 1999. I don't know the particulars on that. This the other big boy band, if you all remember. There were some lesser boy bands, but this of the big two. That's right, everybody would pull out their lighters at a time. Cell phones out now. We don't want to start off any fire sprinklers up in here. That wouldn't be good. I believe this band had a comeback tour recently. And if they didn't, then they're going to be due one in the next 5 years. So check your local listings for that. Thank y'all. You guys be safe. Have a safe travels, okay? Thank y'all for coming out. I don't believe anybody that was in this band was a part of the Mickey Mouse Club. The previous band was, definitely. Safe travels. Be good. Thank y'all for coming. Still got time to get Absolute, Bacardi, Stoli, and El Jimadors for $4. Get El Jimador for $4 too, if you want. Moving on to our next album. This is from 1999, I believe. From the Marshall Mathers LP. Actually, I think this was 2001 this album came out. A very popular artist. One that's been very controversial. His artist from Detroit, Michigan. Had a film created about his life. It's worth checking out. This artist's favorite candy might be a type of candy that doesn't melt in your mouth, but melts in your hands. If you get my drift there. Or melts in your mouth and, I don't know, it doesn't melt in your hands. That's the way that candy works. Not a lot of Tom Green references in music. It's good to see a Tom Green shout out. I remember the movie Freddy Got Fingered when that came out. They would not give people their money back in Chattanooga, Tennessee when that movie came out. First time I'd ever seen that. A sign up saying that. Move on to our next artist. This artist married to a famous country music singer. Also is a famous country music singer herself. This is from the album Breathe, US version in parentheses. It says on Spotify for some reason. This artist has gone on tour with her husband before. She's won numerous awards. Her films have been in numerous movies. Her songs. This artist's husband, known for finding Taylor Swift after she wrote a song about this artist's husband. That's kind of how she got her start. So I guess we could thank Taylor Swift for this, or thank this artist for Taylor Swift. A very big country music song from the mid-90s. A lot of big name artists at that time. Country had a big swing in popularity coming back. I think Garth Brooks really kicked it all off in the early 90s and brought it back. Artists like this and Shania Twain. And this next artist that we're going to play right here, this artist, very young when she started her music career. Are we still looking for a Fitbit? Oh, okay. A Fitbit is still lost, so if anybody finds that, please let us know. This is from the album of the same name of this song, so I can't give you the album title, but this artist, a country music artist, who was very young starting her career. She started with, I believe, when she was maybe 14. She was very young when she started. Started in the late 90s, if I remember correctly. That was beautiful. Very soulful. Feel like I'm missing my country music hat right now. Alright, moving on to our next song. This artist's brother, even more famous than this artist, but this artist had #1 songs and was very famous in her own right. This artist started off on a television series as a young child before she went on to do music in the 80s, 90s, and more. This artist also known for having a baby at 50 years old, if you can believe it or not. This song from the 90s. Might have been on the Nutty Professor soundtrack, if you remember that movie with Eddie Murphy. Speaking of Eddie Murphy movies, they are filming a new Coming to America here in Atlanta. So if you want to be an extra in that, you can check into that.
They're using Rick Ross's mansion for that? I believe they're using Rick Ross's mansion for that.
Really? So if you want to be in Rick Ross's mansion, Google Coming to America 2 and how to be an extra in that. And if you want to play rock and roll bingo, then you're in the right place. Bradley's Bar and Grill. Every Tuesday night, 8 to 10 p.m. I'd like to thank y'all for coming out, spending your Tuesdays with us, with some good music, and with Jeremy Neither. You can check him out on Facebook at Jeremy Neither. You can see all of his upcoming shows and hear some of his wonderful music, like the song. Get some wonderful originals.
Releasing a bunch of new music at Smith's Old Bar November 8th, in fact.
Alright, Smith's Old Bar November 8th. Jeremy Neither going to be there rocking out with some wonderful people. Make sure you check that out. Moving on to our next song. This also from the album of the same title. Very popular song. I want to say the late 90s and the 2000s. We heard the song a lot. We haven't had. Yeah. Still got time to get Absolute, Bacardi, Soli, and El Jimadors for $4 if you want to check that out. Still got some fun stuff. We're going to have one more round of rock and roll bingo coming up after this, so make sure you stick around for that. We'll be handing out the rest of these fun prizes. Very deep song, very deep lyrics. I can imagine being angsty, living your life through this. Moving on to the next song. country band from the 90s. This is a country song. You are right about that. It's a good start. Very beautiful song. This isn't from the Robin Hood soundtrack, even though it does sound kind of like it should be on the Robin Hood soundtrack.
Baby, when you touch me, I can feel how much you love me. It just blows me away.
We got a bingo? All right. We think we got a bingo, so let's pause it and let's take a gander and see what we got going on. You want to say hello for the live?
If I got the last song right, I don't know.
Yeah, you got it. You got everything you want. Wow, all right.
You got it. Going old school. Amazed. What's my age again? Higher. Bye, bye, bye. And everything you want. Sounds unbelievable.
Kristen.
Thank you very much.
This is Kristen. Let's all give her a round of applause. Hold on, Kristen. Let's get you some presents. Get you some presents here. Win a Winona Judd CD. That's the first one you're going to get. Big Peach. Get a running company, $10 off. Get a free haircut, sports clips. I think women can get that. Tell them your name is Chris and that'll throw them off. Renew Day Spa, you get $5 off of any sort of procedure. If you take this up front, you're going to get some cash you can spend here tonight. Let me get you one more thing. You win some gaudy jewelry. All the ladies win gaudy jewelry tonight. There we go. Some gaudy jewelry. You can win that one too. Take them both. Gaudy jewelry. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Well, I'm going to come around. We got one more game for the night. Jeremy Neither's going to jam on a few songs, and I'll be around to give you some more paperwork. All right. I'll be right back.
Gonna keep with this country theme we're going. Grass stained, bare feet, dove in my front seat, windshield for road to run, and a gas tank for freedom. Red sky, faded black. Couple cans deep in a six-pack, world disappearing all around us. Temptation always found us. With beer on a breath in the parking lot, kill the headlights so we wouldn't get caught. Radio blow on the dash. We were messing around, we could hardly breathe, breaking new ground in my backseat. We had our foot on the gas, going nowhere fast. One summer of sunsets, as far as we were gonna get, so caught up in how it feels, we didn't care if we were spinning wheels. We feel on our breath in a parking lot, kill the headlights so we wouldn't get caught. Radio blown down. We were messing around, we could hardly breathe, breaking new ground in our backseat. We had a foot on the gas, from nowhere fast, nowhere fast. With beer on our breath in a parking lot, kill the headlights so we wouldn't get caught. Here and gone in a flash. Yeah, we were messing around, we could hardly breathe, breaking new ground in my backseat. No way to go if it could last. Yeah, but we had our foot on the gas, going nowhere fast, nowhere fast. Beer on our breath in a parking lot, kill the headlights so we
time, we could hardly breathe, breaking new ground in my backseat. We had our foot on the gas, nowhere fast, nowhere fast. Song called Nowhere Fast by Old Dominion. Completely switch it up, go a little older school, a little different style here for a second. Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. Such a sexy, pretty little thing, pierced nipple pierced. Got me sprung with a tongue ring, and I ain't gonna lie, cause your loving gets me high. Keep you by my side, there's nothing I won't try. Butterflies in her eyes, looks to kill. Time is passing fast, and could this be real? Cause I can't sleep, I can't hold still. Only thing I really know is she got sex appeal. I can feel too much is never enough. You're always there to lift me up when these times you're up. I was lost, now I'm found. But since you've been around, you're the woman that I want, so yo, I'm putting it down. Oh, come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby. I make your legs straight, make me go crazy. Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby. I make your legs shake, make me go crazy. I don't deserve you, guess it's some kind of hidden message to show me life is precious. Then I guess it's true, but to tell the truth, I never really knew till I met you. I was lost and confused, twisted and used up. You were better like big sister, but I thought that I missed it. My lifestyle was wild, I was living like a wild child. Trapped on a short leash for all the police files. Yo, what's happening now? See the sun breaking down in the dark clouds, and I vision you standing out in the crowd. Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. Come my lady, come my lady, be my butterfly, sugar baby. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby, I make your legs straight, make me go crazy. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby, I make your legs straight, make me go crazy. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby, I make your legs straight, make me go crazy. butterfly, sugar baby. You're my pretty baby. Make your legs shake, make me go crazy. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby. Your legs shake, make me go crazy. Come my lady, come my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar baby.
Mr. Jeremy Neither, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we're getting to our final round for the evening. This is going to be Dance Party. I was dancing to this earlier today. Pretty good amount of songs, I'll tell you. And we're going to get to our first one. This is from the Definitive Collection, according to Spotify. Probably was on a different album in the 80s, this song. This artist, originally part of the Commodores, but went on to have solo success. A lot of solo success in the 80s. Had so much solo success that his very untalented daughter was on a television shows in the 90s with another untalented daughter that was a very popular program, if y'all remember that.
Shade Throw.
Yeah. Hey, they're the ones that originally threw the shade by putting it on our television for years and years. This song is what we are doing tonight at Rock and Roll Bingo, if that gives you a hint. This artist, a very dapper man with a fantastic mustache, if that gives you a hint. Salvador Dali type mustache. That's a great mustache. Other great mustaches, Tom Selleck had a good mustache. Mike Ditka had a really good mustache. Had a good one. I believe Dan Deerdorf? No, who was on Webster? What old football player was on Webster? He had a good mustache. Mario from the Mario Brothers. He got a pretty good mustache. Oh, Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott, another mustached fellow. And not a mustached fellow is this next song.
Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now.
This artist had a famous music video with Christopher Walken in it, if you remember, and he was dancing around all over the place, including on the ceiling. It's a pretty interesting music video, it's worth checking out, yeah. Christopher Walken from Pulp Fiction and Deer Hunter fame, and Joe Dirt, or Joe Dierte, depending on where you're from in the country.
I just watched Pulp Fiction for the first time in my life.
Really?
Like last week.
First time I watched Pulp Fiction, I only watched half of it and I hated it. And then I watched the whole movie and I'm like, wow, it's a great movie. But you really got to get the whole, you can't just watch half of that movie.
I watched it one half of the time too, actually. It's so long. It's like
It is long.
2.5 hours.
It's really,
4 hours, 245, I don't know.
yeah. My attention span's been shot by a cell phone. But that's okay. We're here at Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo jamming with you guys. This final category is Dance Party. All these songs get you moving, get you dancing, get you circling on your little piece of paper here. You're going to win a prize. We've got a lot of great sponsors. We've also got $4 Absolute Bacardi, Soli, and the El Jimador or El Jimador shots available for $4. So check those out. Moving on to this next artist. This artist started off very young and he grew into being a solo artist himself. Alright, nice. Wow, alright. Jeremy Neither knows how to blanket from this song. This is from the album History, Past, Present, and Future. This will be the controversial section of artists that we're going to be playing. This and the next song we're going to be playing. Neither with the awesome jam solo. Alright, gonna move on to our next artist that if it came up on your iPod, you'd be thinking twice about it nowadays. So we're gonna keep those back to back. This artist recently in the news, but not for anything involving music, if that helps you out. With a very popular album from the early 2000s. Yeah. Space Jam soundtrack. Here's on that. Popular artist from the 90s. Not so popular now, but could potentially be popular by that jail time that's going to be coming for him. Haven't had a winner yet for the final round of Rock and Roll Bingo. I'd like to thank y'all for coming out. We're going to do this every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. So come on out next Tuesday. Spend some time with us. It's not right, but this song has got me tapping my feet. Power of music. The power of music. All right, moving on to our next song. This is from the album Prolonging the Magic from 1996. This band is not a muffin. This band is a dessert of some type. This band is not an eclair, but it's something else. It's a very fantastic album. They had a lot of great albums in the late 90s. Known for having a rhythm, rocking, big band sound, a little bit of everything. It's actually one of the first albums I owned, first CDs I owned. Not the very first. It would belong to Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise, and that track didn't work. It was a disappointing day that day. But it's not a disappointing day today at Bradley's Bar and Grill. Hanging with everybody, jamming to good music. Alright, Jeremy Neither with the beat, with the funk beat. Love the chain wallet, pretty awesome. Alright, move down to our next song. This musician was found by the artist Tim McGraw, the country music artist Tim McGraw, because she wrote a song called Tim McGraw. This artist is known for writing her own music. This artist just came out with a new music video where she's swimming around in a fish bowl. Pretty interesting. CBS Sunday News just had a special about that last Sunday morning, I believe. You can check that out on YouTube. Thank you for coming out. There goes a winner for Bradley's Rock and Roll Bingo. We saw that smile as he walked out the door. That could be you. Got one more round. This is the dance party round. If you want to fight each other with pillows in this round, you're allowed to do that. Just make sure that the pillows have feathers so it gets real messy. And make sure that you do it in slow motion so it really stands out. This artist makes her home in Nashville, Tennessee. That gives you a hint. I'm going to move on to our next artist now. You can't have a dance party category without having this song, I would say. From the album Let's Dance from the early 80s, this artist, known for having very different styles in his musical career. Did songs like Life on Mars and albums like Hunky Dory. If you've never heard that album Hunky Dory, it's a masterpiece. It's worth checking out. This artist known for changing and reinventing himself over and over again. He also was in the film Labyrinth, starring Jennifer Connelly. That's worth checking out. That's a really good movie. Jennifer Connelly and Farting Rocks are in that movie. Definitely one to check out.
Was also in the movie The Prestige.
Nice, all right. The Jeremy Neither Fact. We're gonna have 18 more minutes of Jeremy Neither Facts to fill your evening. The films you've seen. Looks like the Braves are doing something good. I see a strut around the bases. How about Atlanta? Atlanta winning big time tonight in baseball and in rock and roll. Everybody's ears. Winning very well. This artist's song, Life on Mars, may be the quintessential song of the 1970s. It's a masterpiece, and it's still as prevalent nowadays as it was when he wrote it. This artist unfortunately passed away in the 2016 year, where we lost so many wonderful artists. It was back to back. And move on to our next song. The song is only 3 minutes and 25 seconds in length, but it is impossible to move a little bit to this song. The artist was known for messing up people's couches, as expertly documented in the Dave Chappelle series Dave Chappelle Show on Comedy Central in the early 2000s. Definitely worth checking out. There's also a series called Tales from the Tour Bus that is on Cinemax. Welcome back. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Rock and Roll Bingo, guys. You guys have walked into the final round, but you still got time to grab a piece of paper and a pencil if you want to win some prizes. We're happy to see familiar faces. Tales from the Tour Bus. Check that out. Jeremy Neither was going to say something. I interrupted him.
This was also famously sampled in another famous song. Just the bass line.
Do you want a hammer?
Fight. Yeah.
Yeah, MC Hammer. That's right. MC Hammer had a famouser sampler of this song. His words may not exist, but that was a famouser song from the late 80s. It was famous enough that it made me buy and wear stupid pants when I was a young child. I wore some of those. I'm not going to deny that. I thought they were cool at the time. I might think that they're cool now. They were zebra striped and I really enjoyed them. Moving on to our next song. This artist, this album, is the name of this first artist's name. This artist also was on the Bodyguard soundtrack. Do we got a bingo? Did I hear bingo? We got to yell it. Bingo? We got a double bingo. We got a two-timer bingo. Let's see what we got going on here.
Whoa. Sound effects too. Let's see what we got. Shake it off all night long. That is not a bingo, because that middle song is not the right song. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me double check that.
Let me double check. I could be wrong. Let me double check that. Okay, I'm totally wrong. That is a bingo. That's right. A little bit here, and let's double check. I want to answer someone in ignition. Beat it. You both won with R. Kelly songs. There's something not so good about that, but all right. I'm happy you guys both won. So let's hand out some prizes. So what's our name?
Julia and Kristen.
Julia and Kristen?
All right, Julia and Kristen are our final winners for the night for the dance party from R. Kelly, still bringing them together. So let's hand out some prizes. Somebody wins the top of the snowman's head. So whoever wants that gift, they can win that gift. A random puzzle of Boston 1871. I'm making that up. A mystery box. Somebody wins a mystery box. We're going to send that way. All right, and all the ladies, of course, win Gotti jewelry. So Gotti jewelry. There you go. Let me hand out a couple more, actually.
Wait, no, I didn't mean to tear.
Crazy. It's like a clown pulling out stuff out of his t-shirt, right?
Coming out of the clown car. Let's see you.
You're both going to win a Big 10, Big Peach. No, you can't be good because
live stream. I gotta give these away.
Okay.
Big Peach Running Company, Sports Clips Haircuts for men. Negotiate with them, talk to them. And then also you're both going to win $5 off Renew Day Spa. I've been here, it's amazing. They do all sorts of procedures I can't pronounce. But yeah, if you need to pronounce a procedure that you don't know how to pronounce,
I know how to pronounce it.
that's the place to do it. There's a menu right there. Here, take that.
There's a menu of things you can order.
All right. Got some special effects here. There's a menu of things you can order at Renew Day Spa. So yeah, now take your bingo cards up to the front, win some store bucks. Thank y'all for coming out to Rock and Roll Bingo Week 5, starring Jeremy Neither. We're gonna have Jeremy Neither finish this thing up and jam some songs. All right.
She dashed by me and painted on jeans, and all heads turned because she was a dream. In the blink of an eye, I knew her number and her name, yeah. She said I was a tiger she wanted to tame. Caribbean queen, now we're sharing the same dream, and our hearts they beat as one. No more love on the run. I lose my cool when she steps in the room, and I get so excited just from her perfume. The electric eyes that you can't ignore, yeah. And passion burns you like never before. I was in search of a good time, just running my game. Love was the furthest from my mind, yeah. Caribbean queen, we were sharing the same dream, and our hearts they beat as one. No more love on the run. Caribbean queen, we were sharing the same dream, and our hearts they beat as one. No more love on the run.
Congratulations. Have a good one. You bet. Thank you for coming.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fourth, the major lift, the backward king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing all Really well. It's nice and balanced.
Jason Von Stein on acoustic guitar and rock and roll bingo hosting.
All right, we're going to play one of my father's songs. This is Jeremy Neither. He's going to jam on the guitar with me here. My father's a songwriter. His name's Jim Von Stein, and he's written over 5,000 songs in his life. So we're going to share one with you tonight. It's called Hard Life. They told you love would give you paradise, but love has brought its cold side down on you. You tasted everything and felt the price, and now the hard things left to do. And now you're thinking about you here thus far, and now alone you face your moods. You seem to close by reaching out so far, and now you've wasted all your dreams. You said it's been a hard life, you know it's been a hard life. You said it's been a hard life on your own. You're taking what is given, you're just not living. You've taken every given on your own. Never think the good times come that fast, and when they do it seems they just won't last. And when you look back all your time has passed, I guess we're stained from times before. When times are tough you seem to fade away. I guess you hesitate before the last, but you must face it all to cope with life. Don't take the dull side of the night. You said it's been a hard life, you know it's been a hard life. You said it's been a hard life on your own. You're taking what is given, you're just out living. You've taken and been given on your own. You said it's been a hard life, you know it's been a hard life. You said it's been a hard life on your own. You're taking what is given, you're just out living. You've taken and been given on your own.
Alright, I got one more song left. Thank you guys for hanging out, playing rock and roll bingo. Thanks to Jason Von Stein for having me, for Bradley's. This song is one I wrote myself. It's about how we value things more when we live in the presence of the fact that they're going to end. Everything's going to end. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just a thing. And I think when we live in the presence of that, we value it just a little bit more. We enjoy the moment a little bit more. So this is called 645. It's on iTunes, Spotify, and everywhere. If you like what you hear, you can find me online, Jeremy Neither, on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere, jeremyneither.com. And I have a bucket right here for donations. This is 645. And there's not much left on the clock on the wall inside my chest. Putting up, giving all, make control back. 645, and I'm taking that back. Six and a half years since we met. Made a plan, took the ball, and got in bed. Better than that was all we ever had. 645, still taking that bet. And I can say no regrets. I still live in my head. And I keep coming back to the time we met. Time's up and time's on, and it's not over yet. 645, and I'll never forget. love will end any day. It's a quarter of falling hard, building up for proud of 6:45 and it's never enough. And I can't say no regrets. I still live in my head and I keep coming back to a time we met. Time's up and time's down and it's not over yet. 6:45 and I'll never forget. 6:45 and I'll never forget. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good night.
Mr. Jeremy Neither, everybody, check him out on Facebook, Jeremy Neither. I'd like to thank you for coming out. Thank you all for coming out, making this part of your Tuesday. We're going to be doing this next week at Rock and Roll Bingo. Come on out. Thank you, Bradley's, for having us. Thank you all for coming out. You all have a wonderful week. Love you all.
Love y'all. Thank y'all for watching.